My days working, taking care of my little ones can be a lot. I checked out care.com and it was so easy for me to find local, experienced, and background check sitters. Finding our babysitter was way more affordable than I thought. Care.com makes it super easy. Search for qualified candidates. You can view their profiles, read reviews and ratings, check their availability, send messages directly, and get the help that you need. Care.com should be every person's go-to.
The following is a GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street production. You've discovered your link to GoPowerCat.com's PowerCat Overtime podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor, and it starts right now. Now, let's go to the WTC Gig-Powered Studios. Here's your host, GoPowerCat.com publisher, Tim Fitzgerald.
Welcome to the Overtime. We don't know what's happened in the Big 12 tournament. Basketball happened.
K-State might be playing today.
We don't know. We're just living in the past.
What if they are playing today?
Then people are going, I wonder if they're going to talk about the game on the overtime.
Our numbers will be great for the overtime.
No. We are taping this.
Who are they playing today? West Virginia? Yeah.
Or Oklahoma.
Or Oklahoma, I guess. But West Virginia.
Yeah, probably. Playing for a chance to go play for the title.
They did beat West Virginia.
They're on the dream run.
God, how about that Baylor win? Or we can record this alternate intro. Damn, K-State got slaughtered by TCU.
Oh, season's
and
over.
And Baylor.
It's the overtime. We recorded this before the Big 12 tournament just because we're all going to go our separate ways when we're done covering K-State.
Except Zach and I are going to go the same way. And that's here.
But of course you are.
You guys are bailing immediately?
Where are you going?
I'm going to stick around on Thursday, even if they lose on Wednesday.
I mean, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is,
we're paying for the room.
Whenever Zach and I leave, it will be together. Unless I drive my car separately as well.
Are you telling us all to drive?
I don't know. It's up to you. You guys live your own lives. If you want to stick around on Thursday, I'm sticking around.
Just because I took enough clothes doesn't mean I want to stay around in Kansas City this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to.
All my Kansas City friends either are working or have school. And so...
But it's spring break.
Not for med school.
I've got a fake daughter, a fake son-in-law, and a fake grandbaby I'm going to hang out with.
Don't talk about me that way.
You're real. You're not a relative of mine in any way, but you are real.
That's fair.
Nope. Yeah, I might hang out for an extra day and.
Oh, Zach and I might get after it tonight.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Psh, I know.
Being Tuesday night.
He won't.
This is a pretty good setup, guys. You've got like a 3 p.m. open practice today when you get to Kansas City, and then the game's at 8.
The next day.
I'm so drunk.
It's going to be weird.
We're
going to sit around in the hotel tomorrow.
And stare at each other.
We could go to the fitness center and sleep in.
You look fat, but not today. You must have worn a jacket to cover up your weight. You look really good. You look really good. You look really good for you. Whatever that jacket is, you should wear it every day. You look really good for you.
We could sleep till noon.
Best fitness center that we make a trip to all year.
The downtown Marriott?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Lots of treadmills, full weight room.
Really? That's nice. Oh,
downside is closes like at 8.
And you got to walk across the Sky Bridge to get there.
If you stay in the Mule Block.
Which we will.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. Checking in this early, you might not.
Interesting.
Checking in early, that might put you in the main building.
That'd be fun.
It's easier because that's where the shuttle's from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, the woes of covering the Big 12 tournament. This sucks, guys.
The overtime?
No, the fact that K-State is playing in the first day and might be gone before the main bracket. And
Yeah. Thursday's the best day.
I was thinking about this when we did our special Insiders Big 12 preview yesterday in this studio, that it's the only time I miss Missouri. Those 3-4 days of the Big 12 tournament, adding in Missouri was just kind of the extra ingredient on top of Kansas, Iowa State, K-State, and whoever decides to be good and bring some fans.
We'll make it fun.
I love the West Virginia fans that come.
There's a place out east with a first name West. They claim that they're great, but they're just like the rest. West Virginia, why don't you understand? You're playing the K-State Wildcats. We're the best team in the land.
I don't know if they'll be there this year.
I don't know either. I think they enjoy Kansas City. This is the Overtime. You ask, we answer. We're sponsored by The Fridge. And they're awesome. They're awesome. Get into The Fridge. Get the liquor store of your dreams. And on a side note, if you're dreaming about liquor stores, you might want to seek counseling. But if you are dreaming about liquor stores, it's probably The Fridge.
I agree.
Then seek The Fridge.
They still have a lot of Crown Peach. I did not buy it all.
Did you buy 2 or 1?
I bought 2.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Your question from Wabash Station. We tried to keep this a little less, nothing to do with the time element here. So we're going to have some fun, I hope. It better be fun. And I don't know how much time I'm going to have to put mustard on this.
I'll be honest, I forgot about when you said to keep it not time relevant, so I hope there's no questions in there about that.
Boy, man, it's just hard being the boss. Okay, this is going to suck. Here we go. Here's Zach.
From D. Brimmer 73. What are your top 3 movies of all time?
Now,
you know one of them.
This is I think you got to clarify. Is it your top 3 movies or is it the top 3 movies?
Just do our top 3 movies.
Why would you say something? Oh yeah, that's a top 3 movie.
Well,
if
because
it's not in your own.
I like a lot of movies that a lot of people are like, I don't think it's a very good movie, and the overall consensus from critics and things,
top 3 of
movie.
Top 3 of the top 100 movies. Is that what you're saying? Like,
I'm saying, like, you could really love a movie, but the critic experts out there might say it's not a good movie.
And, like, if I like
it's not
Baywatch,
a good movie.
Yeah,
though.
okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. So what's the
Should
question?
be your own favorite movies.
Okay, you go ahead.
I am going to go with, I'm going to have an asterisk on mine. I would start with the asterisk. I just saw within the last month 1917. It has the potential to be in my top 3.
Wow.
I need a little more time. I need to see it again. I need to see how it ages. I mean, it's already.
Let it wait 5 years, see if it deserves to be up there next to the others.
Yeah, because the other ones
Jacob Pullen
are their own collection of awesomeness in the most eclectic way ever.
It's Die Hard.
Not Die Hard.
Oh.
Platoon is one of my top 3 movies of all time. Platoon's one of those movies, when I see it, I just stop and watch it. Another movie that I stop and watch every single time is one you probably have never heard of. Roxanne.
Nope.
It's a Steve Martin movie. It's stupid. It's funny. It's sweet. It's charming. It's fun for the whole family.
Roxanne.
All she want to do is party all night.
Okay. I should put Up in there, but it just makes me cry.
That's fair.
I've seen it 4 times. I've cried 4 times. And I think Riley knows my other favorite movie.
Maria, I just met a girl named Maria.
This is like a top 5.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
It really is. Yeah, you do.
What?
West Side Story.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's right.
When you're a jet, all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day.
Because when you're a jet, you're a jet. I
Okay.
can't remember. It's too early.
Anchorman has always been my number 1 favorite movie. I've always watched it. I've always laughed at every single joke, no matter how many times I've heard it.
That'd be the 6th movie in my top 3.
So Anchorman is still my number 1 favorite movie of all time. I'm going to be real honest with you. Bohemian Rhapsody made a charge up the charts when I watched it. I watched that movie at least 6 times in the first 2 months it was out because I bought it on iTunes, and then we flew to... we went on a work trip right after that, and I can't remember what it was, but we were on the plane. Oh, it was that Texas trip when we went to Texas and Baylor. And I watched that movie 3 times total on that trip. So that's number 2 for me. Number 3 is kind of a tough one for me to decide because I got a lot of ways. Like, I like comedy movies the best, so I want to say Step Brothers because I still laugh at that one. But no matter when it's on TV, I will always sit down and I will watch A Few Good Men. It's a terrific movie. And it's a little bit more serious because, let's be real, I don't have very good taste in serious movies. So, you know what? I'm going to give the nod to A Few Good Men.
Okay. Did you order the Code Red?
You're GD right, I did. I don't know if I can say that on a podcast, but I definitely can't say it in the church. So
That's good.
I had to look at my movies that I bought on Apple. So because really though, if you buy a movie, that means you like it.
Yeah.
That's like a commitment.
Especially in 2020. Really.
Because I couldn't think, what are my favorite movies? I couldn't come up with them. So I looked at them like, yeah, that's a good one. It's another good one. Top movie is probably Borat for me.
My name is Borat. I like you. I like sex. It's nice.
He does love that movie.
Shocking!
He does love that movie.
Shocking!
I love Borat. I wish that he could do that like once every 3 or 4 years and just go around the United States and just fool everybody because it's incredible comedy. I love it. Another one, Django Unchained. That got me started. That got me started into Quentin Tarantino movies. I enjoy it. And then it's very long, but I loved it. And then either Toy Story or Dark Knight. Those were also in there.
The Dark Knight series is terrific. Dark Knight Rises is... Wow, that was loud. Dark Knight Rises is one of the best movies. It's very good.
I think Dark Knight...
Wait, I'm sorry. Dark Knight, I'm sorry.
The Dark Knight is the best movie of the 3.
Agreed. That's what I meant.
Far.
I misspoke and said Dark Knight Rises.
Outstanding movie.
Yes.
I got hooked on a show called Pennyworth on Epix. We got Epix just because they have pretty good movies, but they have really good original programming. And Pennyworth is the backstory of Albert Pennyworth,
Alfred.
I said Albert, didn't I?
You said Albert.
Alfred Pennyworth, the butler for the Wayne family. It's his backstory, starting from...
I kind of want to watch that now.
It's pretty darn good. The actor's a little too wimpy for me. You can kind of tell he's supposed to be a tough guy, and you're like, this guy's not a tough guy. One of those guys that they have a chase, and he's running, and his feet are flying out to the side. No.
Yikes.
It sounds good, but then I'd have to subscribe to my 10th different streaming service.
And at that point, it's not cheaper than cable.
We just might as well get cable.
We just tagged that onto our YouTube TV.
That you had to re-up now that the Royals are back?
I never canceled it. I was never going to cancel it.
Oh, okay.
I was effing the
Royals. You're going to boycott the Royals?
Yeah.
Wow, some fan you are not watching 162 games of suck.
That's a great motto for the Royals this year. Royals baseball, 162 games of suck. See ya at the K. We put the K in suck.
Oh, no.
Okay, moving on.
From King Jim 77.
He's waiting for me to do more. Royals.
If you had the world's undivided attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
That's a great question.
I know.
Be nicer.
I know.
Be nicer to everyone. Just be nicer to everyone. You don't know everything going on in a person's life. It's a lesson I've learned. You judge someone so quickly by one tweet, one glance, and you don't know everything going on with them.
That's a lot more serious and a better answer than I have. I would probably say Des caught it He had both of his arms under the ball. He maintained possession through the fall. When he hit the ground, the ball was not jarred loose enough. He did make a football move, and he completed the catch. And the Dallas Cowboys should have defeated the Green Bay Packers. They would have had they won that game, and the Dallas Cowboys would have won the Super Bowl that year.
There we go. That's his 30 seconds to you.
Okay. Are you the only person that gets the 30 seconds?
Yes.
Just me.
I have the world's undivided attention.
And that's the only. You're the
and
only
once
person.
30 seconds is up,
Nobody
you don't
else.
get to rebuttal me in front of the world. I'm
saying
done.
like there's no other people that get 30 seconds.
Only you.
Okay.
Only you.
I would say I'm running for president once I become eligible in whatever year. This is my name. Remember it.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna be president.
It's a hell of a campaign. That's just like drop the mic.
That's just a 30-second ad. That's for free.
And if I had only used 25 seconds telling people to be nice to each other, I would throw in Epstein didn't kill himself. We all know it's true.
Terrific.
So I'm a father of one. I gotta find a babysitter. I found Care.com and I was blown away. Through the platform, I was able to find local and experienced candidates along with their reviews and rates, which were way more affordable than I anticipated. Care.com really put me at ease knowing that they were all required to go through a background check. If you're like me and you need to find someone reliable for your childcare necessities, check out Care.com. Find the ideal sitters for your childcare needs.
Diets and workouts, you've done the work, so why can't you get to your goal weight? That's because up to 70% of your weight is predetermined by your genetics. So while you've been told that it's all about your willpower, you're actually fighting your biology. Don't do it alone. Found's Doctor Design program uses medication as part of a treatment plan that targets your body's unique biological needs, so that your body works with you and not against you. Take the quiz at joinfound.com to see if Found's weight loss program is right for you.
From Itain Bibi, who is going to win this year's Masters?
It's not going to be Tiger Woods.
Well, it's not going to be Brooks.
Yeah, no. I'm going to be real honest with you. I rolled the dice last year. I got like 4 picks on a radio segment, and I picked Xander, and I almost hit it. Then he fell apart on Friday. No, Saturday. He fell apart on Saturday.
I almost hit it, but he fell apart on Friday. Almost hit it.
It was
still
Saturday.
More than 50%.
He had like a co-lead or something through Friday, and then he blew up on Saturday. It's not going to be Tiger Woods, sadly, because it just isn't going to be. Rory's playing well, man.
Yeah, I was going to say Rory.
Rory is playing really well. The thing I know about the Masters is it usually isn't a guy that's playing really well at the time, or, I mean, with last year aside, take Tiger Woods winning out of it. You don't usually pick the Masters right. You can pick the U.S. Open right a lot. You can pick PGA right a lot. For some reason, the Masters always is a random somewhere along the way. So I don't really like to pick them. But if I had to, gun to my head right now, I'd probably say Rory because he's playing really good golf right now.
I'd say Rory. But then there's guys like Jon Rahm or, I don't know, other top-rated people, Ricky Fowler, people that haven't won majors.
I hope it's Ricky.
I feel like that the Masters, or at least maybe the PGA or U.S. Open, I feel like one of these tournaments in this year, 2020, one of the majors, it's going to be a new guy. Somebody that hasn't won before, someone that has had a long wait, someone that's well-deserved.
I will be cheering for Tiger Woods as he is my favorite player, but I hope it's Ricky Fowler.
Okay. My answer is Clint Boyer.
Wrong. Yeah.
It's really going to be an upset. And
he's going to be like that Happy Gilmore where they drive the car on
the
golf
yeah, they're going to let him bring his old pit crew as caddies, and he'll have his car out there. And I don't even know what his number is, but every time they talk to him, he's going to be able to say, I think the number 5 Nabisco treats car for getting me here to hole number 3.
Sure.
If you're going to pick a Kansan, at least Gary Woodland still exists.
That's the reverse of what I just did. I got to Gary Woodland, and I thought, no.
Gary won last year. He won a major last year.
This is the overtime. Let's move on.
From King Jim 77, rank the best fart scene from the following movies: Step Brothers, The Interview at Foot Locker, The Pink Panther in the sound booth where the microphone picks it up, and Austin Powers' Fat Bastard, Did You Soil Yourself? Feel free to add any others you think of.
I'm sorry. I know the Austin Powers one is really funny.
Did you just soil yourself?
Maybe. It did sound a little wet, didn't it? Right at the end. Ooh. Let's have a smell, all right? Ooh, wafting, wafting. Oh, everyone likes their own brand, don't they? This is magic.
And that's a really funny character, but it's not that one for me. I had to look up the Pink Panther one because I'd forgotten about it. But then I watched it like that. It was pretty good.
The Pink Panther one's the only one I've seen.
I got to go with the Step Brothers one. It's so funny. So they got, they're interviewing for a bunch of jobs because they've never had jobs in their lives. And they get a job at this school, and he's like,
let's do this, you guys are hired. You're in, unless you're like the weirdest guys ever and I don't see it.
Great.
Was that a fart?
I don't know.
I can taste it.
It's one of the funniest scenes from that movie. It is so good. I gotta go with that one.
Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Pink Panther.
Did you say that booth was soundproof?
Yes.
From Purple Powerhouse, who would win the inaugural GPC Idol competition?
I assume this is like American Idol, like singing, right?
I think we know the answer.
It's you, Fitz.
But everything will be to
the national anthem.
No, or. By the way, my rendition of the national anthem was fantastic on Saturday. And at the end, Riley goes, I didn't hear a word you said. It was about the coronavirus. It was about the students being on spring break. It was inspired.
Do the Classy Cats stand in front of you for the national anthem?
No, they don't.
Or do they stand out on the court?
They're in front of the court seats.
Okay, so they can't hear you.
Seems like this game they were.
But I think Arnie Green can hear us.
I'm not sure Arnie hears anything. Or Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
That's right.
Christmas tree.
God, we had gone so long without not having that.
I'm at work.
Look, Fritch listens to a lot of music, but he's not a very good singer.
He's a hell of a hummer.
He's a great hummer. His voice is too low, and he sings, but this about everything. He's not a very good singer.
I feel like Wally could actually sing pretty decently.
I feel like Wally can rap.
Man, I get so much money. Man, I get so much. Got a weed, did it swag, and you have not life.
I'm not going to give him that much credit.
I don't know, man. He listens to a lot of rap.
Just because you listen to rap doesn't mean you should or
Yeah, but you can pick up on it a lot.
Look, I got the most street cred. I wear a chain. That's a medical alert, but it's still a chain.
If I probably, I don't know. Are you a good singer?
I'm not.
Are you looking at me?
Yeah, you. Are you?
I would not classify myself as a good singer. No.
I don't think I'm a good, but I'm not the worst.
That might put you in the top of the pack.
I do agree with Zach that probably that seems like a talent Wally has. Let's go with Wally. It's definitely not Goins.
It's not Goins. Goins, what are you saying?
That's a tough one. I don't want to find out. That's for damn sure.
No, let's not do that to anyone.
Well, Zach and I did just sing at the start of this podcast.
We did.
Apparently, there's going to be someone from Wellington on this week's American Idol.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There was a kid from Wichita earlier. He was.
Do they still? You still watch American Idol because you watch more TV than I could ever watch.
That's not true.
Ever. Seriously, he watches.
He does.
Fitz watches every show.
That's not true.
But
it's amazing because they're all on at the same time too.
He had to cancel Netflix because he ran out of stuff to watch.
That's not true.
Anyway,
no, this is true.
You watch American Idol. Do they still put the bad people on that are just like laughably bad?
Since ABC took over, less so. Since ABC took over the franchise, this is their third season. They still have an occasional bad person, but it's really more about the talent.
I'm torn on that because I feel like that was entertaining and it made the show better. Because, I don't want to just watch an hour of really good singing. And, I mean, it's not exciting or fun. But also, at the same time, it's not really fun to just humiliate someone on national television.
They had a guy on this week. He was from Hawaii, surfer. I mean, he looked like your just cliche surfer. You know, about 6'1", 6'2", wavy blonde hair, good looking. Probably that hemp pullover thing going on with the hoodie, but it's kind of baggy.
Was he wearing a puka shell necklace?
He probably was. I didn't notice. He didn't know who any of the judges were. He didn't know Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, or Lionel Richie. He had no clue who any of them were.
Jeez.
You know what's crazy is that American Idol now has much more recognizable judges than they did when American Idol was popular.
Right. These judges are very
mainstream.
Well, they're very caring. There's no
Simon.
There's no Simon being a dick. I mean, there's no one even playing close to that role. I mean, Katie's just got to be the center of the world. It's not, from that standpoint, it's not as good. But it's also more diverse in their talent. I think they're getting more talent. I mean, I thought last year's were really good, and they're doing a better job of finding people, I think.
I remember William Hung from back in the day.
Yeah, I was never into that, man. Kid from Wichita was really good. His family's from Nepal, and he kind of speaks English, but with a pretty good accent. And then he starts singing, and it's John Fogerty. It's like, what the hell just happened here? And it was amazing.
From Purple Powerhouse again. Also from the GPC staff, who is the most vain? Like, who uses the most product? And he says, Fitz, you and I are excused from this one.
Who asked that?
Purple Powerhouse.
Oh, thank you.
So, like, hair product?
Any kind of...
Zach's out, too.
Yeah.
You guys know Zach's bald, right?
No. He's wearing a hat. How would I know that?
You would never guess. It's amazing because Zach looks significantly older if he takes his hat off.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Oh, I talk
It's
about
Fritchin.
it. I tell everybody.
It's Fritchin. He looks immaculate all the time.
Yeah, man.
He shows up in here. What are you doing today, Fritz? I'm just going to do some riding. You're in a sport coat, slacks, a little sweater underneath your sport coat. You got the cabbie hat on. You got some sweet shoes. You're going to sit in your office and write?
You're lucky if I come to work in jeans. I show up in sweats and athletic shorts as much as possible.
Back in the day, there was a sports writer named Doug Tucker, worked for the AP. Doug's a wonderful guy, incredible at his job, but he'd given up. And he wore sweats in the press box. And we're not talking dress sweats. We're talking like there might have been holes in them. He'd just given up. I'm there.
You at least wear jeans to games.
I wear jeans to games, but yeah, I'm wearing sweats. I wear sweats to work every day now. Unless I got something going on, I podcast in sweats.
There's no point for us to wear jeans and pants into this office.
No. Unless we're doing video, no.
Even then, I can get away with it. Fitch, how much stuff do you think Fritch puts in his hair?
I have no point of reference.
I bet he's got, like, hairspray or something.
Oh, he's got gel.
I think not any more uncommon than the average man.
Yeah. But by our standards, he wins this contest.
I have a $2.50 bottle of shampoo that I buy at a grocery store every now and then. It lasts me for a really long time. I use it in the shower. I get out and I comb my hair with water. That is the product I use.
Good job. I don't buy shampoo. It'd be a colossal waste of money.
Uses the organic thing, shampoo, like it's deodorant.
Man, I just use soap now or body wash.
I just take fabric sheets, rub them under my arms.
That'll work.
Disgusting.
It's a joke.
From Wizard6294, what are your thoughts on this season of The Bachelor?
I thought this would be relevant because Zach has started watching.
Can't escape this.
I've got Zach in now.
Because it's so ridiculous. This season, anyway.
It's
so ridiculous.
We had a crisis at the Fitzgerald house last night.
Oh, no.
YouTube TV was having a playback error for everyone nationwide. If you try to record it and go watch it, playback error.
Oh, no.
I'm sure they got it fixed today. I went into the live TV version of it, hit play, it was going, and I was able to rewind to the start, and Becky could watch it.
Nice.
Hero, hero, hero. I should get a statue at the house. So I tweeted this out because I had noticed, I got on Twitter to see if this happened to everyone. It was. And then all these women from around the country are tweeting at me that they couldn't get it to rewind. Like they would only go back to the end of the first hour or something. I'm like, well, I guess I'm just better than your husband.
Okay, if you haven't watched...
It's a train wreck.
If you're a watcher and you haven't watched, I would skip a minute or two here because of spoiler. If you're not interested in The Bachelor, I encourage you to listen, but maybe skip a minute or two.
It's
right
worth
quick.
it. It's worth because he's such a train wreck.
This is a disastrous season, but it's been good for a viewer. It's been so entertaining to watch. But Peter is a terrible bachelor. He's making poor decisions. He's not coming into this with a level head. It's clearly not going to work out. He's not mature.
Is an idiot.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
He's not mature at all. He's not ready for this. Like, you can tell. Going into last night, he had 2 women left, everybody. He had one woman, Hannah Ann, and he had another woman, Madison. And Madison, if I can be so blunt, is the queen of the earth. She is perfect. There's nothing wrong with her. She is a great individual. Hannah Ann is fine. I like her. She's good looking, everything like that. The problem that has arisen is Madison is not... She's very religious, so she was not interested in staying in the fantasy suite if Peter was going to have sex with other women.
She was like, hey, down to the final 3, if I'm going to be a picture of this, maybe don't have sex with the other 2. Maybe.
And he was like,
maybe don't do that.
I understand where you're coming from, right? Went on. He still had sex with the other 2. And then she was like, I asked you to not, and you did. And he's like, I don't understand the problem here. Why are you mad at me? So that got carried over. She stuck around down to the final 2. She goes home to meet Peter's parents, and his mom hates her. She hates this woman.
Don't change my Peter.
She literally, and I'm paraphrasing, said, my son likes to club around and be a man whore. You're not going to change him from doing that. Yeah. She, and Madison goes, I understand, like, he lives his life my way, but, like, I'm also, or his way, but I'm also allowed to live the way that I want to live, and I choose to have these values. And she's like, well, that's not cool. It was very ugly, and Madison is gone. She left, but Chris Harrison said she's coming back tonight. We will find out how this ends tonight. I'm so excited.
Well, that was Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Well, I read the spoilers.
Nope. I will murder you. I will get another hotel room and put it on your credit card.
I've only watched... He's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's going to pick a woman completely incompatible with him.
If you saw your future mother-in-law on TV just hate you, how do you come back from that?
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable.
I've only really watched this season of The Bachelor. Has any but Bachelor or Bachelorette in previous years been like each week I'm dating 4 women. I'm dating 3 women. I'm dating 2 women.
Ben Higgins a couple seasons ago got a lot of flack for that. Because he didn't just say, like, I'm falling in love with blank.
I am in love
He
with
literally,
3
to
women.
3 women, said, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then, like, they were not pleased. Then the next season, Ari, who is a race car driver, you might know him.
No,
because he does that weird stuff. Formula.
You know Ari
IndyCar.
Yeah.
I watched Formula 1.
I didn't know what
His
that's
dad did Formula 1, didn't he?
I honestly don't.
We'll look it up.
Who he is.
He got down to the end, picked a girl, got engaged, and then a month later was like, I'm just not feeling it. I liked the other girl better. So, look, we continue to one-up each other here.
They're on the show for a reason.
It's fun.
The guy's a pilot. He's good looking. Why does he need a show to find a spouse?
You're crazy.
because he's a wuss. He's a wuss. All I know is Madison's an athlete. Like, she's into sports. Her family's sports
Her
oriented.
dad's like the.
And this Peter dude can't freaking dribble a basketball, can't throw anything. My wife's conspiracy theory is they had to edit the video to make it look like he threw an axe into the target because he was so bad at it. They didn't actually show him throwing the axe and it hitting. There was a clip in there.
There's a cut.
That's actually a good point. I didn't think about that. Her dad is like director of ops at Auburn basketball or something like that.
Yeah,
so this was not cool. She got to use Bruce Pearl on a date. What other people get to yank out like college basketball coaches and just drop the mic like that?
Isn't Bruce Pearl still under a show cause? Like,
I'm frankly not sure how Bruce Pearl has a job right now.
He was on the show because one of his assistants was.
Yikes.
Moving on. Last question of the podcast from Wildcat Pilot 88. Would you take $10 million if you had to get coronavirus and let the government experiment treatments on you?
I consider myself a pretty healthy individual. Yeah, and so I think my immune system is pretty good. I think for $10 million. Wait, if the government's experimenting on me, do I have to pay my medical bills? Like,
no.
So I got to pocket $10 million.
I would pretty much demand the government give it to me tax-free, too. You don't give me $10 million, then take half of it.
Yeah.
I
got $10 million. I got a good immune system, and I think the government is really close to figuring out something for this. I'd take the money.
I mean,
and if I die, guess what? Somebody, my family gets the money. Like, it is what it is. It'll be sad, but they can wipe their tears with $100 bills.
True. Jack?
Probably. I mean, it's going to be a vaccine, and the vaccine's going to be safe, and they're going to give it to you and be like, did it work? Well,
most people in your bracket are just kicking the crap. I mean, it's like a light cold, and there's probably a lot more cases of it. People just aren't getting tested for it because it doesn't feel as severe to a healthy person as one would think. So there might be a lot more cases of it. People just don't realize it. You'd cruise through it and earn $10 million.
I guess a vaccine would be prevention. You wouldn't be treated with a vaccine. So, yeah, it'd just be cough medicine. And it'd probably be the good stuff, too, since the government, they're like, hey, we got this off-the-book stuff right
It's got radiation in it.
It's the LeBron needs to play tonight kind of stuff.
Stoned off my ass.
It's Kobe playing with a torn Achilles, which is impossible.
Hey, buddy, can you drop 60 tonight, your last game?
Hey, I know you tore your Achilles, but we need these free throws. So,
as a man who has recently had a lot of medical things done to him, I've had a lot of things put in the outdoors. Not the outdoors like outside, but my out exits.
No.
You know, I've had radiation zapped into me. I've had potent pills into me. I've had organs, albeit in a small walnut-shaped one, pulled out of me.
Do you have a kidney stone?
Prostate.
Oh, yes.
Prostate.
Of course.
I have done other experiments, including what brand of adult undergarments will do the best job. I'm kind of done with it, guys. Plus, I'm in the group that probably shouldn't.
But $10 million?
You know what?
Becky and the dogs are doing just fine.
Let's look at it as an optimistic view here, and yet pessimistic. I'm stage 4. Give me the damn coronavirus. If I die, she gets $10 million. We discovered this cancer by trying to apply for life insurance, so I never got that life insurance. Let's cash that in instead. Give me a little coronavirus. Throw in some Michelob Light virus. Give me some Stella's virus.
Hey, if you knew you were going to die because of coronavirus, but you had $10 million, think of how much fun you could have.
Well, you'd be pretty sick. If you're going to die, if you essentially die like it's pneumonia, it's your lungs, so you can't breathe.
Oh, well, that's sad.
So you really can't enjoy it. But you know what? Becky would have $10 million. She'd come visit me in the hospital. You having problems breathing, honey? Okay, well, I'll be in Hawaii.
Finishing move.
Yeah, exactly. Here, does putting this pillow on your face help? Or is that waving your hands mean yes? Here, let me get the dogs. Hey, guys, jump up here on Dad. Stand on his face right here over this pillow. That's a good note to end it on.
Positive.
People, be smart. Wash your damn hands. Just wash your hands. I don't care about the virus. Just wash your damn hands. You filthy animals. Thank you to the fridge. They are not filthy animals. We will be back next week with another Overtime podcast, unless that virus gets us.
You've been listening to the PowerCat Overtime Podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor. PowerCat Podcast. All rights reserved. GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street Publishing.
With Blue Link Plus, you can access your Hyundai Tucson Limited remotely. Doors unlocked, temperature set, lost car found.
There it is.
Get complimentary class-leading Blue Link Plus. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.